Hey, what's going on, RC drivers? I'm Greg. Welcome back to the channel. You know, over the past few years, I've had a number of requests for a Traxxas X-Maxx review or unboxing video here on the channel, and we did a project on one. I gave it away, and I've actually had a 6S version that I've been thinking about doing a project with, but I just got in a new solar flare version of the X-Maxx, and I figured, you know what? Why don't I go and do kind of an overview of it since it's been out for such a long time, just to help those out that are looking for an X-Maxx review here on the channel or some information. So let's head over to the workbench and take a closer look at this truck. So here it is, a brand new, fresh out of the box X-Maxx, and this thing is massive. I love the look of this truck. They actually have, I believe, 5 different versions for the paint scheme on this, and they also swap out the anodizing colors on the different variations, but we have the solar flare edition, and I really like this one. It kind of reminds me of the background opening scene of some of the Marvel movies, just the kind of the action going on within, you know, the images itself. These graphics are just really cool, really vibrant. Love the look of this truck. Look at the big tires on this thing. These are really cool as well. Love the lugs on them, the black spoke wheels, 17mm hex, just a great looking truck. I mean, that just demands attention. Sitting still, and again, I think I really need a bigger workbench in this shop. I don't know if that one's gonna be any bigger when I'm going to work on this thing. The reason why I actually got this in is we're going to do a wide max project on it. You've probably seen that they have the kit already, and that's gonna go on this truck. But I wanna get a good feel for the truck first. We're gonna go drive it in a little bit, but let's check out what's under the hood. To take the body off, we just got this simple clip in the back. You pull it up and the body slides right out. Love the inner skeleton on these X-Maxxes. Really helps out when you land on the roof because you're gonna do some tricks with this thing. All right, check out this beast. Now it is all composite plastics throughout here. We got this really well designed and engineered chassis set up. Plenty of room for the 6700 milliamp packs from Traxxas. Look at the shock towers integrated into the chassis, so it's all one solid unit here. That's how you build strength. You know, the less parts you have, separate parts bolted in, the better. So, you know, we're looking at some strength here. And then, you know, we've got massive shocks to damp the suspension. Check them out, aluminum bodies on here, composite caps and composite perches and stuff, but they do have a lot of aftermarket option parts for this. If you're really going to go and stress this thing out, you might want to look into those. Here are the stock suspension arms right now. We're gonna change those out, but right out of the box, I mean, this thing handles great. I've driven a few before. I've driven the 6S version. It's a little bit slower, but they do handle well, and I'm really excited to try that kit out. From what I've seen, people like the way the X-Maxx handles, so don't feel that you need the wide max version of it. You know, we're going to check it out, and that might just be for people that are going really wild with it, but as is, this suspension does work well. Look at the travel on this thing, lots of pack in here, so when you come off the jumps, it soaks up those impacts. Now let's get down to the drivetrain on here. A lot of metal parts into the drivetrain, you know, steel axles, steel out drives, all metal differential, oil filled, huge ball bearings throughout that, cush drive in the center, steel spur gear, lots of metal parts throughout. This drivetrain was built, you know, to handle the power system that is in here and, you know, hold up, just be really durable right out of the box. Now, let's move on to the electronics in here. So this could handle 8S. It's got the VXL 8S speed controller. Look at the size of that thing, 2 ID connectors coming off of it, so you can plug your Traxxas batteries right in. I'm definitely gonna go with the Traxxas power cells to power this. Makes life a whole lot easier. Check out the size of the motor, dual cooling fan on top of it, large scale servo up front for the steering, and it's just a really cool looking truck. The way they engineered this thing, I mean, it just looks like a brute monster. Look at the bumpers on here, front and rear. Check out this ground clearance, plenty of ground clearance, you know, to go through rough terrain and stuff. Lots of fun. All right, let me show you what else comes in the box. Here we've got the TQI transmitter. What's really cool about this is you can go and upgrade it later with one of their link modules. We've got your usual paperwork. It does come with a steel high-speed spur gear, so you go do some speed runs with it. I don't know, I'm just gonna go and jump this thing, so I don't think I'm gonna use that gear. They give you some battery foam spacers, some tools. These are some more battery spacers as well, and then this rubber block, I haven't figured out what that's for yet, let me know in the comment section below. There is the massive box it comes in. It actually comes with the suspension zip tied down. You gotta cut the zip tie off before you use this thing, but I am gonna go charge up some batteries right now. I've got their live charger to charge it up with, and we're just gonna go out and have a quick run with it because I gotta get that Wide Max kit on there as well. I gotta try that out, let you guys know about it. All right, let's head outside. All right, drivers, so I'm at the BMX track and it's a beautiful 28 degrees out, and I'm just gonna take the X-Max out for a light run, throw the camera on my head, and show you how much fun this truck is. All right, gotta get a quick feel for it right out here in the parking lot. Man, I forgot how big this thing is. No problem seeing this thing driving around. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Got my 6700 milliamp packs in here. Whoa. Man, I guess I really have been missing out not having this on the channel. Look at that thing, yeah. Awesome control on this truck. A little whining from the gears though. This is right out of the box. I haven't touched it. Yeah. See, we'll wheelie off this thing. Yeah, nice. All right, time to get a few jumps in. All right, my favorite jumps. The starting hill is awesome here. We're just gonna float this first tabletop. There we go. Nice. That truck just commands attention. Look at that thing. Little squat in the rear. It's fine. Float this one. Got it. It's like the suspension just soaks up everything. It's gonna be interesting to see how that Wide Max kit works. All right, one more, here we go. Nice. All right, ramp things up with a little bit bigger of a jump here. Here we go. Look at that. So awesome, so much control in this truck too. Wow, for such a big truck. Little slop there. The regular Max, it was a hard hit there, but this thing, woo! Look at that. I really have been missing out. This is an awesome, awesome truck. Way better than my old 6S X-Max. So cool. All right, switch it up. All right, we're gonna come off this big tabletop here backwards, get some air. Nice. Just so fluid. And that TSM is working too. That's cool. Look at this. Man, this is just so easy to control. So cool. Love this. Wow, that TSM just corrected every little mistake I just made in that jump. Whoa. Normally, that thing would have just kicked up with the other trucks. When I caught that lip there on that jump. This truck is just great the way it is out of the box. Look at that. Just skipped the top of it. Didn't upset it at all. Plenty of steering. Good God. I am freezing, but I can't stop driving this thing. Let's take it easy off this way. There we go. Look at that, just skip right over everything. And I'm gonna just float this truck. Watch this. Oh man. Now I know why the X-Max is so popular. You see the front wheels just check up in the air to correct it. Flush landing. Let's do this again. Roll it, roll it. Here we go. Nice. Oh. All right, we gotta do the 6-pack here. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can get my timing down right off the bat. Yeah, first time. Man, this truck is awesome. Look at that. So plush. All right, one more. Yeah, oh, first crash today. Oh, and it lands on the wheels. So awesome.
All right, guys, let's head back to the workshop and wrap up this review.
So we're just going to do a quick wrap up here since this is kind of a overview video. I just wanted to get out there with this truck, get a good feel for it since I am going to go and modify it. But I really have been missing out. I really should have put more X-Max content here on the channel. I really should have rebuilt my old 6S truck and just shown you guys so much more of this beast because it is so much fun to drive. I had a great time with it out there at the VMAX track. Even though it was just 28 degrees, I was a little worried about breaking something because that is pretty cold weather. However, this thing didn't really have an opportunity to break because it just drives so well. And you know, I was a bit conscious about the drive, making sure that I was wheeling it properly, but it does a lot of the work for you actually. The TSM is really helpful in this truck. I could see it work in the front wheels when this truck was getting checked up in the air. I could see the counter steer. And so if you're someone that's looking to maybe expand your RC collection, you're looking for the next big thing, and you've been looking at the X-Max, I think that TSM is going to help you out. It's going to help you be a better driver with the truck until you get familiar with it, and then you could always go and turn it down if you want to. You could dial it back, you could turn it off. But it does really help you out. It keeps the truck nice and stable. You know, when you're going through turns, if it does catch, because these tires have some grip to it, you'll see the TSM counter steer the steering for you and keep the truck level and on the ground. I mean, this thing just floats over the jumps. It's so cool to watch. It's just so massive that it gets your heart pounding with excitement. And even the power out of the box is really good. I mean, it's not your insanely fast truck. However, it's got some serious rip to pull wheelies, to launch really far through the air when you hit the proper jumps to catch air. I didn't go for any backflips with it. Again, it was a little too cold to risk the truck. And again, I do have plans for it, so I don't want to totally wreck it. After I drove the truck for the talking portion, I actually went back into the car, warmed up a bit, and went back out again. So I actually have 2 full packs through this truck. Again, this is not a review because that is certainly not enough time to tell you about durability or anything like that. That's why I'm calling this an overview. But it seems to be a really tough truck. I tumbled this thing into a pile of rocks and I did crack a little piece of the corner of the chassis on the top. That's really not going to hurt the truck at all, but it seems to be a really tough beast. I had so much fun with it. I can't wait to do more with it. And if you want to see me do more with it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell. Throw the video a like while you're there because we're gonna do some more X-Max stuff in 2022, even some more Max stuff. These Traxxas trucks have me hooked and I can't wait to do more. All right, we'll see you back soon for some more RC driver videos.